Hey everybody, this is Zach with Bottom Line Auto Auctions, and we're just going to do a quick screencast today on how to list something. Let's go ahead and pull up a web browser, and you want to go to Bottom Line Auto Auctions. And what you want to do is first go over here to sign in. And if you're not a user already, if you haven't registered, click on the Register Now link. Otherwise, just go ahead and type in your username and password. And you're in. Let's go ahead and list a car. Let's do a sample car. Go to Sell. And right here are your categories. Click on Autos. What kind of car are you selling? Let's list a hypothetical Acura. And all of this, just make sure that your username is there. We're taking US money. You're in the US. Which state? We're out of Utah. Click Next. Just do a really basic title, whatever you want to do to sell the vehicle. We're just going to type in gibberish. Starting price. Okay, now here's the magic of an auction. Let's say that this Acura that we're listing, let's say it books out at 10 grand. Well, with the auction, you can list an extremely low price and get a lot of people excited about it because you've been to the auctions before. You know that the more people that get excited and start bidding on a car, the higher the price goes because the adrenaline gets in and it becomes an emotional process. So this Acura books out at 10 grand. You know what? We're going to start the bidding at 5 grand. That's how it starts. Now you may be thinking, well, wait a second. What if it doesn't get bid up to the price? I need 10 grand for this car. Well, that's your reserve price. Set the reserve at 10,000, and if the bidding doesn't get up to 10,000, you don't have to sell the vehicle. So if me as a buyer comes in and I see, whoa, 5 grand for this Acura, that's great. I'm going to place a bid on that for $5,000. I'm going to get an email that says, congratulations, you're the high bidder on this Acura. However, the reserve has not been met, so you will not win this car unless you bid more. And it kind of prompts me as a buyer to pay more money for it. So that's the reserve price. That's how that works. And that's why the auction is such a fantastic marketing tool and a lead gen tool. Let's say the buy it now price. That's if someone just wants to come in, they don't want to mess around with the auction, they just want to slap down some money. Let's say if you've got that buyer, you need 11 grand for it. So there you go, it's that simple. For the immediate payment, guys, this is just a function of the website in case you want to sell other things. For a car, you're not going to accept PayPal, you're not going to do any of that. So just go ahead and click not allowed. Don't even mess around with that. Your payment instructions, let's say that let's say a deposit of 500 bucks is due within 24 hours. You can do whatever you want to with there though, but that gives you some instructions, some leeway, however you want to handle it. It's really up to you guys. We're not here to set up all these rules and regulations for you. You know how to sell cars. We're just providing you with this tool to do it a little bit better. Shipping cost, you're not going to do that. Your tax, we like to keep this in just so that people again remember that, hey, there is going to be tax on this. Again, the money doesn't change hands via the website. The money changes hands when they come into your store, when they come into your lot and work the deal. That way you can still upsell them with the gap insurance or upsell them with all these other things that you do, that you really make your money on, and also through your credit union or through your Cuddle account, however you're doing it. Okay, on the detailed description, this is where you describe the car. You've written 100 of these things before. This should be a piece of cake to you. It's a really simple, just word processing stuff. You can write the title of the car. Here are all these features. One thing that you can do that's really cool, over here, here's a bulleted list. So if you want to list out the features, hey, it has AC, it's got a CD, it's got power windows, power locks, power steering wheel, all these things. Just double click enter on that and it closes it out. You want to do a numbered list? No problem, just click over here. That makes you a numbered list, same thing. You want to make this title, let's make this title bold. You can underline it. You can change the font size over here. Let's make it huge. You can change the color of the font. We like red. This part's really important, so we want to highlight this part. Yellow. Okay, you get the point here. This is really basic stuff. Go to next. Okay, when do you want the auction to start? If you leave this up here blank, it'll start immediately. That's what you want to do 99% of the time. However, if you for some reason want this auction to start next Friday, just enter in the date and the time. You can go from there. And also notice you can go as specific as which minute you want it to start at during the day. The end date is the same thing. Now, we're not going to tell you that you have to relist your auctions every week or that you can only list a vehicle for a month. You can list it for as long as you want to. If you want to list it till 2012, you can do that. Just know, though, that when people are bidding on your car, they're going to see that, hey, the auction doesn't close for 2 years or the auction doesn't close for 2 months. Well, that's weird. We suggest that you list your vehicles every week. And here's the thing. At 25 bucks a month, you can list as many vehicles as you want, so it doesn't cost you any money. Number one. Number two, if your vehicle doesn't sell, there's a relist button on it. So you don't have to enter it all in again. You just hit the relist button and it's done. That's why we suggest once a week. It gives your buyers a deadline so they get excited. They think, oh my gosh, I got to get down to that dealership. I got to test drive the car. Once they come in the door, then you got them. You can work your magic. Your auto relist. Again, if you want, you can auto relist the car. We don't suggest doing that because sometimes you want to tweak things, sometimes you want to change this number or change that wording, but you can do it, it's there. Hit counter, that just says how many people have viewed your auction. We recommend that, but if you don't want to have one, you don't have to do it. Homepage featured. Okay, what that does, let's pull up the homepage. And homepage featured for $10, you can show up on this homepage. You can be right there, right in the mix of it. That's $10 per listing per vehicle. Category featured for $5. That means that since we're listing this Acura, if somebody clicks on autos and they click on Acura, you're going to be right here in the featured. So that's an extra $5. Gallery listing is the same thing, except it shows a thumbnail picture of your car. Highlight, colored highlight will make your listing stand out. Bold. Same thing, guys. These fees are really cheap per vehicle. You don't have to do them though if you don't want to, but they're going to drive a lot more traffic. Here's another thing that we love about our service. A lot of people charge extra money for extra pictures. We give you 50 pictures for free. You don't even have to mess around with it. You just take all the pictures you want and put them on for free. Getting your pictures up there is a piece of cake. Just click on Browse. It opens up the typical browse window that you're used to when you're doing stuff online. We're just going to upload a sample picture here. We like that one. Scroll down. It's the same process for all of these pictures. And then hit confirm. Oh, real quick, the payment required up front. If you've signed up for the $25 a month, you don't even have to worry about this. It's all free. If you're signing up for the one-time thing, then it's just $5 a car. And yeah, you won't have this option because we're logged into an admin account. So you have to pay through PayPal up front. Again, it's $5. It's super cheap. Once you do that, go ahead and click confirm. We do everything through PayPal, so you don't have to worry about giving us your credit card info or anything like that. If you don't have a PayPal account, no problem. You can still pay with a credit card without having a PayPal account. PayPal handles all that, so it's super safe. You don't have to worry about that. And once it's done uploading your pictures, it gives you a quick summary of your auction. Just make sure that all this stuff is accurate. There's what your listing is going to look like. There's the picture. If it's not accurate, click the back button. If it is, go ahead and click post item. And boom, there's what your auction looks like. So right there. Now, if you've got your own website that you're posting these, what we've had customers do in the past is just highlight this link, copy it, and then put that on your website. You can bid on this car online 24/7. Click on this link, and there you go. In addition to that, Bottom Line Auto Auctions is going to be driving traffic to the site, but there's the link that you want to use to advertise on your own mailing list, on your own website, doing your own thing.